Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, woo, June 20th. And today, what the heck is today? Today is the morning show with Rod, the first episode ever. All right. Why? What is the name? What was the point of this name? Because I couldn't think of anything else, really, to be honest. And also, my long-term goal is to kind of have a morning show like this on YouTube with a variety things, a big agenda of various things just to discuss this, that, and the other thing. Because the plan is, when retired, I'll obviously go live a little more on the YouTube. So I figured, okay, let's start it, right? Let's start the first episode, which is going to be basically based on where the community drives it, if that makes sense. So again, this is not necessarily MSTY driven, YieldMax driven. This is just everything, right? Right now, in fact, I decided why not just pull up the history of this channel, and what a history it was, because, it wasn't easy. To give you guys an idea, I don't even know when I started this channel, to be honest. It's been so long. When I click lifetime, it goes, I don't know, it goes all the way down 2015. I don't know when I started my YouTube channel. I got to be honest. I probably should know that. Does it say that actually anywhere? Does anyone know? That's actually something I should probably look up real quick for you guys. But let's see. It doesn't say. Let me just look up real quick my first video ever. And it shows, I'm looking at the, sorry, it's another screen, 6 years ago. All right. So we'll just say my channel is 6 years old. Okay. If anyone cares, 6 years old. So we're in 2025. So obviously this is 2019. Okay. So right here, see, started moving. All right. Maybe that's my first subscriber, December 7th, 2018. Oh boy, you don't even know. I was happy. Hell yeah. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm making my first video, like, who the hell's going to watch this crap? All right. And then I keep going, and then boom, boom, boom. I used to get in. Oh, and then I lost a subscriber. I probably lost the only subscriber I had at that point. And then I kept going. I used to get like individual notifications when I got a subscriber. So here I got two in one day. Like, could you imagine? Like, that's insane. And then I keep going. Oh, 5. Like, that was random, right? And then you keep going. Could you imagine, like, negative subscribers? It's just crazy. Granted, at the time, I was a little clueless on what I was kind of talk about. But as time went on, 2020, 2021, 2022, the struggle was real. Not that I posted that consistent, but I think you get the gist here. All the way until we hit what, about 20, maybe summer of 23. All right. Summer of 23. And then I was hitting like chunks of new subscribers, chunks, 49, 90, 25, boom, 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 right? 100 one day. And then obviously recently I had a big jump here. Where is that? Almost 400, does it say? I can't even click it. Wait, where is it? Right there. There it is, 367 on May 14th, like the last month, one day. I don't know. I think that was the interview with Jay and Scott. So that was huge. So obviously I need to have them on again. But, I'm not going to do it before the whole closing bell thing. But I'm going to definitely have them on again, for sure. Because people clearly, they want to see that. But yeah, so again, I couldn't be more grateful for where I am, because it's just, I never would have thought I'd even make it this far. And you see your channel, this is lifetime. Obviously your channel has gotten 4.7 million views. Like, imagine just a random schmuck. Well, it started in the basement in my old house. I used to do like chalkboard videos. I'm not sure if you guys remember that. The channel name back then was The Broke Investor. But yeah, and here we are. Obviously, it didn't really kick off until I started covering YieldMax a little more, and those just became a monster of its own. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a little quick history of the channel because, yeah, man, the struggle's real. The struggle's real. If you click content, videos. I don't know how I can filter this, but if I go to, no, this doesn't make it easy. Oh, date. Yeah, so my first video ever was August 13th, 2018. All right, so it's right here to give you an idea. So far, I have a total of 287 views. All right, and then my next video got 153 views, and then the next is 87. So obviously, and that's now. Back then, it was probably like 1 or 2 views. So, you could see like struggle bus for real. And I'm proud of some of these, to be honest. I think I worked hard on a lot of these videos, and it was, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Good morning, everyone in the chat. Who we got here? Don't want to miss anyone. Good morning, Steele. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Sunita. Good morning, MJ and Venus. Good morning, brother. Morning, LA. Man, LA, I want to hear your stats because I don't even know when you started your YouTube, because I think when you started following me, you already had a YouTube, I believe. But that's a video you should do. I know I always say you should do different videos, but that would be a fun video. People, I'm interested in that stuff. I say people are, but I am. All right, the Ruckus. Morning. Good morning, Randy. Good morning, A1. Good morning, Paulette. Paulette Pierre. That's a pretty cool name, actually. Good morning, A1. Wolf. Oh. Good morning, 44 Door. Happy for you and hope the revenue estimate is accurate because you earned it. Yeah, well, actually, those numbers I don't even look at those. I don't know if they're accurate and what they're based on. But it's been fluctuating. It's been getting better, then it gets bad, then it gets better. But overall, it is going up. But it is tough to, get that number up. Tell as old as time, persistence, and not knowing what you're doing pays off. Being genuine and authentic pays off. Well done, Rod. Thank you, brother. Kind words from the community. Hey, Michael. All right. Good morning. Good morning, Rod. This is the number one Rod right here, Rod L. Good morning from Virginia. Nice weather there. Good morning, Boz. You do a great job from Ronald. Thank you, Ronald. Good idea. Yeah, tell LA that you want to see a similar video like this. All right. And if you don't know who LA is, you better subscribe to his channel. He's awesome. All right. Good morning, Nicole. Happy Friday. Good morning, Cal. Good morning, Carlos. Wolf, I almost went back to sleep. I was chatting with my wife in the Philippines, so I decided to check if you started early. Yeah. This is an unusual week because I'm working from home all week and I'm doing, I'm able to do till 7. So I usually do 6 to 7 when I work from home. It's just, plus school's out now. It's a little easier. The kids don't have to get up and I don't know. Chaos is, everyone's sleeping right now, which is awesome. So it makes my life easier. And again, this is something so much easier. Pre-recording the videos is actually a lot harder too. Because don't get me wrong, if something goes wrong, you got to redo the whole thing, or not like I do that, believe me, because something always goes wrong and you can tell like crap happens on occasion. But I'm talking about the upload piece takes a long time, but going live is so easy. It's a lazy way out, to be honest. But it's just for this week. Next week, we'll see what that brings. But again, my goal long term would be something like this, having a morning show. And I labeled it that way. Probably not going to get a lot of hits the way it's labeled. But you know what? I figured I'd get it out there. I'm going to go from there. Probably should make a playlist. Good morning, Silver. Good morning, Stephen. Michael. So drive videos on the horizon. Yeah, man. Eventually, those are a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm so far behind, so I'd have to start fresh. So maybe we'd have to just, I don't know. I'd have to think about a better way to automate it. Maybe, I don't know, but you can't automate things too much because then it kind of loses the the fun. Rod, just go live every morning and interact. Yeah, but those don't do as well as the regular videos, to be honest. And I would if I could. Obviously, if I'm in the office, I can't go live. So, um, I would if I could. When I'm done with my full-time job, I will. Videos are good. I think people like when you're live. I hope so. Need to take a poll. Spelt it wrong. And cool, thank you. All right, so again, no agenda. I'm just gonna go based on what you guys say. But I just wanted to show like a quick history, like view-wise, like what was my first big hit? Here we go. Believe it or not, my biggest views, like in the first time I even hit close to 1,000, this was 4,000 views, is when I talked about intermittent fasting. Do you believe that? Again, that was my other passion. Diet, not dieting, but exercise in general is a huge passion of mine, and I always wanted to be, personal trainer, bodybuilder, power lifter, things like that. So obviously, going to the gym is, one of the huge things for me. Once I found intermittent fasting, that was amazing. So I wanted to share and make a video with everyone about intermittent fasting and the various ways to do it. And that video actually did better than my finance videos. So you gotta love it, though. You gotta love it. But yeah, all right. I'm keeping up with the chat today because again, this is the community video. Cutterman says good morning. Live videos are already better. Again, that's good to hear. Sometimes, it's just people maybe think it's boring. I don't know. But you guys are here, obviously, so you like the live, but the people after will have to get their feedback too. Let's see. Love chicken wings too much. Yeah, same with me, man. That's why I do the intermittent fasting, because when I eat, oh man, I eat. I don't really. Granted, yeah, of course, on occasion I do watch my calories and things like that, but love the car chats and the new TSLL conversation. Yes, TSLL is, I want to let you guys know I created a new community on X, sorry. It's called TSLL, Wheelin Community. And the idea behind this really, I think you guys know my love for trading TSLL on options. And there was someone else I was been following on Twitter, on X, Tesla Groupie, shares the same passion. So I'd asked her, I'm like, you want to just make a community of our strategies and kind of, talk about it, maybe throw some spaces on there in the future, things like that. And she was all for it. Shout out to her. But yeah, I'm going to see where this goes. It could be beyond TSLL, but right now I think the focus is TSLL. And I want to hear and share various strategies of TSLL and how you can trade it. Because as you know, TSLL is the double leverage fund of Tesla, if that helps. But it's good stuff, man. 100 people. Yeah, we got 108. Usually we get about 200 or so every morning. We'll see what this brings because this doesn't have a YieldMax title. Doesn't have MSTY in the title. Just has my my initials of the channel, Rod, right? And then we go from there. Can we take a look at pre-market? Pre-market what? the leverage funds, sure. I mean, as you know, I trade like TNA is one of my big. I have TSLL up actually. We'll just pull up TSLL. All right, so I'm going to pull this up here. There it is. So pre-market TSLL is up 2.26%. I'm going to check TNA again. TNA and TSLL, those are the two I trade. TNA is barely up. This is a triple leverage fund of the Russell. It's up 0.29%. All right, so hopefully that helps. Good morning. Well, let's, John, just a FYI, this is just random. This is going to be, again, like I said, the future. But I'm still going to do like the normal YieldMax updates. When I do have a day like this where the stock market was closed and I have no agenda, this is the morning show. And of course, like I said, long term, when I'm stopped working, I don't know. I just, this isn't in my mind. Like, this is my future, that I'm going to just have a morning type of show. Eventually probably open up the actual live chat so we can hear live discussions, and with maybe not with everyone, maybe with select people who want to just shoot the breeze or want to speak to something, or maybe just have other YouTubers on. Again, I'm just spitballing. These are ideas that I have for the future. Trevor says, I always enjoy the live videos, even though I'm at work. So you're at work already, Trevor. Thank you for watching, though. Yeah, man, LA, I think one of the hardest working people I've ever seen in the YouTube space, even though he's not a financial YouTuber, is this guy. I love it, man. He is so consistent. Daily videos. He makes a freaking daily video every day. I mean, so do I, and it's not easy, but he does it like fixing appliances. So I don't know. That's why I always give this man a shout out. He deserves it. Bust his ass. We got to get him to be a full-time YouTuber, get him some sponsorships and all that. All right. People like to be able to fast forward and stuff. More views during live views. More views during live, or views after, of course. Yeah, because I only get like 200 to 300 at most during the live, because this is early for everyone. But to be honest, this is the only time. Like, I'm not doing it at night. I got my kids. Kids. They got baseball. I can only do it in the crack of dawn before morning. Things will change, years down the road. But for now, this is it. And I get it. Like, there's only a certain, like, all of you got people that are up. You're probably getting ready to go to work. You're on your way to work, or you're going to work, or maybe you're retired and you just get up early. I don't know. Travis says, I was in the best shape of my life when I was doing if better. Yeah. So why not do it? I do it all the time. I mean, there's an occasion. I basically cut out breakfast. And I start my window from 12 to 8. So I do a 16-8, it's called 16 hours fast, 8-hour window of eating. And it's easy. Again, occasionally I'll eat breakfast. Who cares, right? It's not a big deal. And it works. And when I'm in the office, sometimes I do a 24, which means 20 hours fasting, 4 hours eating. It's not easy. I used to do it more often. But anyway, Nicole says it's great info, and we can see what is happening behind the scenes of MSTY and the other funds. Thank you for, yeah, I love covering MSTY. I love MSTY in general, and I love the people that run it. I mean, they couldn't be nicer. It's just, it all works, man. It all works. Right place, right time, I guess. 1984. Don't do it because of me, man. Don't. Be careful. But we'll talk about it. If you're in that community, we'll talk about it. Yeah, man, it's just I love it. It's a great stock to wheel. But you should really understand what you're getting into, because I don't know if you guys saw the 52-week high, 52-week low. Check this out. Check this out. TSLL, their 52-week low is $6.29. Their 52-week high is $41.50. I mean, does it get crazy? Does it get any crazier than that? The current price of TSLL is $12.37. So it's just nuts, man. It's just nuts. We need a video. Yeah, those days are over though. Unfortunately, I'm not risking injury. You know, I used to be all about benching heavy, squatting heavy, deadlifting. I'm not doing it anymore. I just go to lift, and I get the occasional, you know, and like push that'll do it, and then I'll stop myself because again, the worst thing you can think of is a tear, like a pec tear or a bicep tear. PLTW. What about it? What about PLTW? Way to go. Yeah, there are so many competitor ETFs now. Comparisons would be tough. Exactly. Steel knows. Steel got my back. Good morning. Oh, man. Can I move there with you, Kevin? I want to go to Florida. Good morning, Rod. I would love to options trade. Can you recommend training? I mean, can I? I don't know. Yeah, you can go to this playlist here, right? Go to playlists, and I have an options trading playlist somewhere, right? How do I click view videos? Videos, watch on YouTube. I click videos, what happens? All right, so I have like options trading for beginners, how to sell a put on Robinhood, options trading for beginners again, a couple whiteboard videos. I do, again, if you like the way I teach, I even have like the phone version of options trading for beginners. But obviously just go on YouTube and type options trading for beginners. If I sort this, can I sort? It doesn't let me. But yeah, I have several videos out there. If you don't like mine, I don't know. I don't even know. There's so many YouTubers now. I can't really recommend anyone. But there is one guy I think of. I don't. He's got a lot of subs. I can't remember his name. He's got like glasses. I don't know. I do like him because like you could tell he speaks his mind. It's not like robotic. Yup, I work midnights. Oh man, what do you do, Trevor? Start YieldMax podcast. Yeah, honestly, I could talk to them about that. Honestly, but again, it's all about time. As you know, I still work full time, so I'm limited, very limited, and I have little kids. So, good morning. Another hustler here, ETF Inspector. Again, he's the up and coming YouTuber. He literally started not that long ago. So stay tuned for him to take over. What else? Cutterman says, what else are we going to do at 6 in the morning when the rest of the house is asleep? Exactly. But yeah, even when I'm retired, I still plan on getting up early, doing these videos early. I love it. Good morning, Jesse. Nicole says, congrats on the YieldMax. Yeah, thank you. I can't wait to meet some of these other people. Yeah, LA, your channel is better set up for sponsorships, I think. Mine's a mess. I get emails all the time from like these companies that I'm like, who the hell is that? And I'm like, okay, no. I mean, maybe some of them are legit. I wouldn't even know because I don't even know half the crap. A lot of it's crypto. But I'm waiting for something that's legit. I'm not against sponsorships, although, yeah, I don't want to be. This video is brought to you by blah, blah, blah. But to be honest, that's where the money is made. That's what I'm told. But, I'd rather do it through, YieldMax, Rex Shares, or one of these fund managers if they want to do that. Obviously, I'm up for that because I cover their funds. It makes sense. Or Robinhood or Market Watch, stuff that I use, not some random freaking crypto platform that's no, I'm not doing that. Sorry. All right. Good morning. Tell Jay to start a SoFi ETF. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But SoFi, last I remember, their IV was not that great. Like their options chain was not like impressive. LA is awesome. Yes, he is. Got us watching. Yeah. No, he is. It's him. It's not really the appliances. It's he is entertainment. He is entertaining. So give him the credit, but he's also knows what he's doing because I can't fix a freaking washer. My life depended on it. Coffee doesn't count as breakfast. Black coffee with if you're doing intermittent fasting, got to drink black coffee. No freaking sugar, no milk, no none of that crap. All right, all right, all right, all right. So let me leave pre-market open so at least it's moving. Do if and keto, yeah. I don't doubt that. Thanks, Inspector. Good morning from Passive Investing and Automation. I'm sure that's a YouTube channel. I apologize. Maybe I watched it. Maybe I don't know. But let me know. Jeffrey says my wife. Hello, Jeffrey's wife. What's her name? All right. What platform? What platform do you use? Oh, StreamYard. StreamYard. May miss some shows heading to California and Vegas. Well, enjoy, Jesse. Yeah, NJ knows. If is how I dropped the first, damn, 80 pounds. Holy, lost 130. Congrats, brother. The question is, though, are you keeping it off? It's so easy to get hurt during those. Oh, my God, you have no idea. I have 2 herniated discs in my neck and my upper back, and it's from squats. I know it is. And it's just, whenever I do like heavy squats now, which I don't really, but whenever I do it, it just spurs up and it's like, ugh, I don't need to fix it or, surgery or anything, but it's just, that's what I get being a fool when I was younger. It's better to go medium instead of super hard in the gym unless you're competing. Yeah, 100%. I mean, go hard with light reps too. I'm like the old guy saying that now. All right. Let's keep going through the comments. We're getting a lot of comments. I love it. ULTY, if we're calling out tickers. I don't know. You guys are calling out tickers. What does that mean? You want me to talk about them? All right. So let me just keep scrolling. How much is your channel making? It varies. I try. My goal is 100 a day, right? That's my goal, $100 a day. But it varies. It can be under, it could be over. So that's pretty much where I stand. I want to make a lot more, obviously, but it's really not easy because you are limited. And my videos, the very unfortunate part about my videos, they are one and done. If you notice, I didn't put a date on this video. I tried something different. I'm like, all right, if I put a date on it, no one's going to click an old date. So now I just put episode 1. All right, so here we are, episode 1. So maybe 6 months down the road, someone says episode 1. Let me try this. Let me listen to this instead of saying, oh, June 20th, 2025. I'm not watching that crap. It's outdated. But you get what I'm saying. All right, let me keep going. I got about 30 more minutes we can stay live for. Then I got to work. Good old work, man. I'm sure everyone do a lot of your work here. Let me know in the comments. Good morning, Emmett. Sunita. I started watching you about 6 weeks ago. I've learned so much from you. So much? All right. Well, that's awesome to hear. Thank you for watching. Hope you stay. Wow. Congrats, brother. You're killing it, man. You're killing it. Nicole, look at you. I lost 40 before COVID, getting back to the gym. Nice. Good job. Good work. Good work here. We're just a fit-ass community here. We're all going to have 6 packs. All right. Use a trap bar for the squats and deadlifts on 53, and it helped with lower back neck issues. Yeah, to be honest, I avoid any bar. Like lunges, to me, lunges, nothing beats it. Lunges suck. They suck really bad, but they work. They'll do, if I do ever do squats, it's just super light, so it's not really a big issue. But all right, trying to grow my channel too. Any advice? Do you think streams or videos? Here's my best piece of advice. Just be consistent. Someone, I read in the beginning, if you post a video at the same time on the same day and you're consistent about it, people Get used to it. People expect it. People will continue to join and show up at that same time and place. So just be consistent about it. Be real. Be genuine. Don't be a fake ass. All right. People can read through that. There's no point. All right. Just be yourself. Cover what you enjoy. It'll come out. Believe me, it'll come out. Don't cover something because you have to. Cover what you want. All right. If people don't want to watch what you're covering, screw them. Right. Who cares? Who gives a crap? Other people will want to. Right. Because there's always someone, there's an audience for everything. And you'll learn that. So that's that. There's my advice. Hopefully it helps. All right. This live is driven by comments. So again, there was no plan, and this is where it's going. All right. So let's see. Wolf, I'm retired since I was 55 after I lost my leg. Oh man, sorry to hear that. But I'm happy you're retired. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Going back to the office. Going back for it. What? You better tell your company, not cool. Are you going to look for a new job? Why are they making you go 4 days? I'm sorry, but if my company did that, I'd be done. Trevor says, watching these videos help me understand options a little better. Honestly, to be honest, Trevor, that's my goal. I'd really just like to talk about options. Granted, I understand a lot of people would rather pay someone to do the options for them, which is obviously why when I cover MSTY and the YieldMax funds, those are more popular because it's easier for someone to just buy a fund and let the fund manager do it, but understand the fund through watching the videos than doing the options themselves. Because to be honest, doing options yourself is a lot of work. It's high risk. It's very involved, and I get it. I get why people don't want to do it, and that's fine. So that's why, combination of both, obviously. I throw in their trades. I throw in my trades. And I think it's a good combo for now. Good morning, Joe. What do you do for a real job? I do accounting. Accounting work. And no, I'm not a CPA. Good morning, Ed. I don't even have a college degree. I squeezed my ass, though, into a corporate America job without a degree. And then I just busted my ass and moved up. And that's, again, I'm not a school guy. I didn't give a crap about school. I hated college. I had no one to pay for that crap, right? I mean, I hate reading. I keep sitting down in a classroom being forced to read something. So I was just going to work, and that was my goal. I was just going to bust my ass. And that I just happened to get a job that required, a college degree. But it doesn't matter. I mean, once I got in, then bring it on, right? One thing I could do better than all these freaking people that look good on paper is work harder than them, and that's what I did. But now I'm to the point where I want to, obviously, a little more time. Once you have kids, you value time much more than everything else. So that's why retiring early is obviously a goal. Let's see. The two most difficult and expensive things to produce are coincidence and consistency. Confidence, you mean? And consistency. All right, let's see. Mike MJ, I was already sub. All right, good, cool. Yeah, guys, go sub to Passive Investing and Automation. I'm not sure what his channel is about. Maybe we should look at it. Passive Investing and Automation. Is that? It's a big name, right? Big name. But let's see. Let's pull it up here. All right, so there it is. Passive Investing and Automation. I would recommend, I know you're not asking for my opinion, I would recommend changing that a little. I don't know. I'm not digging the name, sorry. But I think you could make something a little more catchy. Believe me, I had, my original name was The Broke Investor, and it wasn't easy for me to change my name because I thought, oh my God, everyone's going to be able to relate to me because I'm a broke investor. But instead it kind of backfired and everyone said, why would I listen to someone broke, and I get it. So it didn't work. So I had to change my name to eventually what my goal is, and that's retiring on dividends. Are there any funds that if someone wants active growth you like, similar to, but for, I don't do growth in my taxable account. I do growth in my 401k at my company. And the reason is I don't have a choice. The 401k at my company, it limits my investment choices. And in fact, and I can't touch it till I'm 59 and a half. So that's enough growth for me. These accounts that I invest in are in my taxable brokerage, and I do it. It's simply for income only. I'm not doing growth. I don't give a crap about growth. I'm using the money now. It pays my bills. It gives me a better lifestyle. So we don't have to worry about money anymore. But yeah, unfortunately, I still need the full-time job. It's not enough. It's stupid. My company, looking for remote jobs, but none pay like they do. Hoping to get, yeah. Well, I wish you the best with that. Let me know what you do. My live stream last night, 7th, nice. All right, good work, MJ. I know you're pretty consistent on there too. You gotta mix it up though, and adjust your titles. Make them that way people can want to watch them after. All right, tell Jay he needs to share a little of a juicy expense ratio with you. How about you tell him? All right, maybe he'll listen to you. Give me some of that, right? Give me some of that. Yeah, I got to spend time with my wife and daughter that if I hadn't lost my leg, I would have just continued. Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, but I'm happy for you. Not about the leg, obviously, but the time. Trevor just sub. All right. Everyone's getting new subs. I love it. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Hey, we're here to help each other. It's not freaking competition. Never is. There's plenty of room for all of us. My channel name used to be, all right, so you already changed your name, Passive Dividends and Options. That's a tough one too. I'm not a fan of that one either. I don't know. I got nothing for you right now. It depends on like what is your goal? Passive income, retirement, retire early with passive income. Obviously you want passive in the name, I assume. I see you got Jay on here. I wonder if are you going to interview him? That'll help your channel. I'm sure you know that. But anyway, let's keep going. Again, I'm just doing comments. This is your show. Exactly. Do not get me started on that. I get aggravated more and more the more I talk about it. And honestly, God help me if they ever have a 401k meeting at work. Just sub to passive. Yep, sweet. I can't imagine working from home. Yeah, I mean, who would have imagined it, right? But it's a thing now. But obviously, if you're a factory worker, it's a little harder. Not taking. Look at this name, number one. I am number one. All right, not taking current cost basis into account. What would your ideal target buy price be on MSTY right now? I mean, it doesn't matter. You have to look at MSTR though. Is MSTR at a low? Is MSTR a deal? And MSTR, as long as they stick with their Bitcoin strategy, I just think on the long term, it's headed, up. And that's how I feel about it. So where would MSTY go? Up, but obviously it pays income, so it's going to go down, so I don't have a buy price for MSTY. I mean, clearly where it's at now in the 20 range is a comfort level. I mean, that's the range. But MSTR has been trading sideways for a little bit here. MSTY's at what, 2083? It's up in the pre-market. It's up 1.36%. This is a great price. My cost basis, yeah, god awful, but am I comfortable owning at 20? Yeah. Freaking hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. But again, think about, are you comfortable owning MSTR at its current price, right? What's MSTR's current price? I don't know. Let's check. 373. Again, this has been lingering around this range, 400. So is this high? Some would say it's overvalued, but again, blah, blah, blah. It's, you know, you just don't know. All right. Passive income investing or passive whatever the heck. Sorry, I forgot your name. Right. See, we got to change your name. So we got to get something that sticks that people will not forget. Sunita D'Souza. So Plady held back so much in May, earned over 15 per share and only paid about 7. Aren't they required to pay out 90% of what they earned by year's end? Can we expect a huge payout in October or November? Sorry, I'm taking a sip of coffee. I doubt it. I don't think that's not their goal, to save it for the end and have a massive payout. They'll try to spread it out amongst. Plady did have some massive payments. So one thing you have to keep in mind, it's not about how much they made per share and how much they paid out per share. It's total income versus total paid out. So if they made a total income of 50 mil, you know, again, more people can buy into the fund so that the payout would actually be more than you would think, right? Again, we look at this on typically a per share basis, but what matters is how much they made in income. Again, not per share, dollar amount, and how much they paid out. So is there going to be excess? Possibly. Is there excess now? Possibly. Just looking at the price, the share price being above its launch price, you know, think about that in general, sure. But again, it's really hard to tell. You can use the ROC files that they do. Again, see, it's $15 greater than its launch price. So you have to think, yeah, sure, there's some money in there that they should pay out, but we just don't know. And we'll know at the end of the year. But I wouldn't worry too much about that. I know people ask about that a lot, and it is popular. But passive aggressive income. Well, is he aggressive? I don't like that name, but appreciate all the subs. Good morning to all my dividend brah. Dividend brah. That's a good name. Dividend brah. All right. Look at that. That's funny. That's probably MJ saying good morning, but Silver said good morning to Venus. Not gotta love it. All right. I was wondering if deep in the money calls work. Seems like more. I mean, you're gonna. Yeah, I mean, they pay a hell of a lot more, but what about, you know, capturing that upside? You know, you could lose out on a lot of upside unless you think, if you think whatever you're selling calls on is going to go down, then obviously, sure, that's a decent strategy. Why the hype on ULTY? Well, it just works, man. It just works. They have put protection. You know, it's just a good fund. You know, it's a pretty good fund that people, and it's different. It's different. LA says less than 20. I assume that's for Misty. Grandpa Trades. I love the name. See, that's a cool, fun name. He's drinking coffee. Oh, he said Mike and Venus. Okay. Hey, Rod, how do we access the intraday trades for YieldMax? Okay, I can help you with that. Don't worry. YieldMax help desk here. I always tell Jay or Mike that I'm their help desk, just so they know, you know, because there's a lot, you know, I answer a lot of questions for them. Let's just say that, right? What's the help desk rate? All right, so how do you access the intraday trades? And by the way, FYI on time, we have about a little less than 15 minutes. So let's take out NVIDIA. So if you click on the website and you go to like one of the funds, say you click NVIDIA, obviously all this jazz comes up, shows distribution rate, but you got to go all the way to the bottom. And then there's something called intraday trades download. If you click that, depending on if you're on a computer or not, phone, whatever, you'll have to download it or view it in Excel or whatever, HTML, doesn't matter. But at the end of each trading day, typically 5:30-ish, this will be available with the current day trades. And you can see what they did. Obviously, I download them every single day and I put them in this big file here. And then I look at it that way, and that's how I cover it. But yeah, anyone at any time can look at their trades and try to understand it themselves. And I definitely recommend that. Don't rely on me for sure. That was from Trades with Sid. Good morning. Good morning, Kevin. That GDXY dividend surprised me. Yeah, GDXY is, unappreciated ETF for sure. Thoughts on Reddit's newer obsession, ULTY over. I mean, money talks. Just look at the assets under management. ULTY is not even close to freaking MSTY. What's MSTY? MSTY's about 4.7 bill. I haven't checked ULTY in a while, but let's just check it. Let's see what the assets under management are. Okay, about 500 mil. So again, it's a fraction. So it's not even remotely in MSTY's, league. All right, so let me just keep going. I'm going to keep scrolling past. No. We got to stop thinking that way, guys. Okay. Here's a question. I think I'm caught up on the questions. What the earliest you've been assigned on a put option? I've been assigned on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, yesterday. I mean, I've done puts like weeks out, months out, and I've been assigned like a month early. Depends how far in the money you are. But yeah, you can get exercise really early, depending on when, how the position's doing, how old it is, how new it is, things like that. But yeah, I sold a put on my dividend car account, and that sucker got assigned early because it was way in the money. All right. All right. So, all right, I'm caught up on comments. So what do we want to talk about, guys? What do we want to talk about? My options plays for the week, not for the week, for today, actually. I got TSLL. Where's Market Watch? Yeah, let's just see how TSLL is doing again. They are up 2.67%, right? And it's a Friday. So do I have any calls expiring today? Yes, I have two. A 16, which it's definitely not going to hit 16, and an 11. But that thing was already in trouble. And I've been rolling this sucker every week, squeezing any juice left out of it. So to give you guys an idea, can this $11 call get assigned early? Can it get assigned, before the market even closes? Because again, if I leave this $11 call, let it expire today on the expiration date, it'll get assigned. I'll have to sell the shares at $11. It also can get assigned early in the day. So when the market opens, these shares could be gone. This could be assigned early. And that's part of the risk. So maybe, yeah, if I wanted to squeeze some more juice out of it, I probably should have done it on the Wednesday since the market was closed yesterday. Because typically I do my early rolls on the Thursday, so I don't get assigned. But to be honest, I don't really care if these go. I do own, there's a lot of shares now. I own 800 shares? Yeah, that's a lot. So if 100 go, so be it. I don't even care. I'm also selling a put. I have a put expiring. I haven't really talked about it because it's not in danger. It's a $10 put. TSLL is way above that. So obviously the put is not going to get assigned. It's going to expire worthless. So if I leave everything as is, I'll just lose 100 shares and I'll have to sell it at 11 bucks. Okay. Why am I selling at 11 bucks? Well, because I did a degenerate play, I sold a in the money. Looks like, wow, that was super degenerate now that I'm looking at it. But again, it's just because this account, it only holds what, about 50K in there. So it's not that much. So I do have to free up some cash and let the wheel go round. So far for this, this wheel, you can see I'm on row 119. This wheel has been open forever. But I have made a total of 3,395 on this wheel. But I have to keep in mind how much capital, like my cost basis, I'm in a bit of a rut cost basis wise. So I've already lost, let's see, put assignment, where's the strike? What the hell did I do here? That's weird. I screwed this up. Number. What the hell? All right, so yeah, you can see here some of the assignment. I lost about 1,950 technically in capital, but overall, I didn't lose anything because again, I made almost 3,400 in options premium. So again, this wheel, the only reason this wheel is in trouble is because the presidential change and what happened with the market, and that was a big hit, and I was not I was kind of getting greedy too at the time, so I put myself in that tough position. So, but yeah, the wheel's still open. In the end, we'll see how much profit this overall wheel has made. But as you can see, my overall cost basis, which is what I go by, my overall cost basis is 1654. That does not include any options premium made. So in reality, if I can sell calls above that, I'm good, right? I'm good. So I will try to do that. However, you see where TSLL is. It's in the crapper, right? It's in the crapper. So, compared to that, granted, the only reason I have this cost basis is because I was stupid, right? I shouldn't have sold puts at 22, right? I mean, that's a little high. So we'll see where this goes though. But I'm not worried. Again, I'm just making income each month, paying my mortgage from this account. That's kind of how it's working. All right. So that's the update on TSLL. Let me catch up on the comments. All right. Have a hard time. Can you imagine someone just coming to this channel and Rod is talking about squeezing the juice out of it? Yeah, man. The average, I probably don't get like your everyday investors. They probably, they don't. It's because I don't take it too serious, and so there's a certain type of viewer you have to be, I think, to watch this stuff. All right, let's keep going. All right, I think we're caught up on comments again. So that's for TSLL. Everything else, again, so I think you saw how many uncovered shares. I have 300 shares. So if TSLL is green today, I have 300 shares that I could sell calls on. And what strike price should I choose? I mean, that's to be determined. But if I choose a low delta, I can stay below that 16 cost basis and not really worry about getting assigned. You can see like for next week, I got a 14, a 15, and a 16. And those are still way out of the money. So there's no worry right now that they would be assigned. And at the same time, yeah, I'm selling puts. So am I aggressive on the puts? Not that aggressive. Because I don't really, to be honest, want to get assigned anymore. But if I do, it'll lower my cost basis a lot because it's still a crappy cost basis. All right, so that's the update on TNA. Because I'm TNA dynamite. I mean, that was the update on TSLL. Here's the update on TNA. What expires today? Call-wise, I have a 34 and a 32. Are they in danger? That's the question. $34 and $32 call. They expire today. Right now, the 32. What the hell did I say? Oh my God. 32, 34. And then I have a 31 and 32 put. Okay, so let's think about this. So the 32 and 34 call. The 32 could be in danger. It could get assigned. Do I want to let it get assigned? To be honest, it doesn't matter to me. I also have puts, as you saw, 31 and 32. If it stays above those two prices, then what? Then they expire worthless. But right now, the 32 is in the money. So if we close at this number, I'll be buying shares at 32. Okay. Does that make sense? So what do I want to happen? I mean, again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's why I play both sides. I'm going to make income either way. You know, if TNA, it's what do I not want? I really don't want to happen is a huge bear market. I'd rather it just blow up, blow through my caps, you know, limit my upside. I'd rather deal with that than the market just go down. My cost basis continue to struggle. But we'll see. We'll see how this all goes. All right, let me catch up on more comments here. Everyone's talking about chemo up in here. I was thinking about selling leap puts for TSL at 16. Do you think that is a good strategy? Leap puts. Isn't a leap a call? Leap puts, is that a thing? I don't do leap puts, so I'm not the one to speak of that. But are you selling? I don't know. How likely am I be to? So if you say 16, it sounds like you're saying sell a put long term at 16 strike. Is that smart? I would not do that. Only it's just why not just do it at the money then, right? If you think it's going to go up, it depends. I guess it depends on your situation. But if you just want to do it, I would say I would go against that because yeah, that's kind of what I did in the beginning with options, and you kind of can get yourself burnt. What if TSLL goes back to $6? What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with your 16? This thing will it'll get assigned early, right? Again, assuming you're talking about selling puts. Let's see. A1, having the passion and reason to live, positive life is very helpful. Yep. Okay, I don't get the leap thing. Well, again, a leap to me is a long call, right? You buy a call that expires maybe 6 months to a year, you know, in the money, right? And then you hope that you can capture the upside potential of that underlying because, you know, it's cheaper than buying the underlying, right? All right. Good morning, Rod. Did you ask Jay about MSTY growth? Sooner or later, MSTY will be 10% of MSTR. What next? Open new fund, continue and be massive. I don't know. Again, what do you mean of their whole options chain? Can they move MSTR? I mean, I think they're already gigantic, right? So, but so are these other funds now that are coming out. And what's going to happen? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's getting crazy though. But we are at 7 o'clock, so but I think I have to end it. Again, this was my first episode of what the hell did I call it? The morning show with Rod. Again, no one knows. Most people don't know who the hell Rod is, but eventually I'd like to become big enough that maybe we get like a couple hundred people. I mean, we have 150 right now, so it's pretty cool. So, you know, I'm pretty happy about that. It's just random bullshit and topics that's led by the community. Obviously, once I do this more frequent, it could be an agenda. Obviously, you check the pre-market, how's it doing, or how my trade's doing, or how's YieldMax doing, how's RecShares doing, how's this one doing, how's that doing. But yeah, just feedback is always welcome. What you guys think? Again, assume I was retired. What would you guys want to see and when? But have a great day, Nicole. Enjoy the morning show. Thank you, Vladi. I appreciate that. It's 5:01 a.m. with Good Morning with Rod. It's 5:01 near you? Wow. Okay. Silverliner, you're the man for getting up and listening. O'Neill, I would avoid doing a long-term expiration. Exactly. You just never know, man. You just never know. This was cool. Thanks, Rod. This should do well. Good stuff, man. Yeah, LA's premiere at 7:30, man. Check it out. Great episode. Thank you, Daniel. 109 likes of 150 is pretty good. I don't know what that was, but let's see. We're still going. Oh, there it is. You should do this on Saturday is my busy video, man. That's when they close out all the trades, so I can't really do this on Saturday. I may go live, but I have to cover the trades first. Again, the market was closed yesterday, so this is a perfect opportunity. Definitely going to do more videos on this. And again, check out the TSLL community. There's going to be a lot of spaces on there, so get ready. Have a great day, Rod. I am the one who is retired on dividends, though. Yeah, man, you earned the title over me, that's for sure. But I will get there. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will live true to my name. Okay, it's coming. You guys got to help me. You guys got to watch this video maybe 500 times each. What do you think? With commercials? Yeah, then I'll be good. Is that a lot to ask? What do you think, LA? They could put our YouTubes on, like, just watch it. Just keep watching it, because we are very watchable. All right, Fast One. Never saw that name, but you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. That's from Moana. Moana 2 came out. Everyone see that? I saw it a few times. Yeah, repeat. That's right. Repeat. All right. Support the channel. Repeat. Watch again. All right. I think we're at the end of the video. So one thing I need to mention, as always, this is not financial advice. This schmuck in a room is not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, then come back tomorrow and I will try again. All right. I'll try. Singing, maybe singing. Again, I haven't been singing on the lives because my 3-year-old's sleeping right above me. So I don't know if you noticed, but when I sing, it's pretty loud. So, brother, you are right. You are exactly right on that. I need to just do it. I need to do it. But I need the definite on the money situation, right? I need, but I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there, man. Yeah, you do. Hell yeah, you need to watch the LA Appliance Guy. What kind of freaking handyman are you? You watch him, you can fix anything. Oh, Mono's already thrown out the keyword, but I guess. So that being said, if you made it this far in the video, oh no, I forgot to say, if you enjoy this content, hit the like button. I mean, that's common sense. Also, if you want to help out the channel, right? Don't forget to subscribe. I mean, I never say that. I assume you guys are subscribed, right? I have 33,157 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, obviously hit subscribe. If you don't hit the notification bell, then hit the notification bell. If you want to help out this channel, if you want to help grow this number so I hit 100K and I get a plaque, then share the channel. What will I do if I hit 100K? I don't know. Maybe go streaking. I don't know. We'll think about it then when we get closer. But you can help out the channel by doing that. Just share with friends, family, all that jazz. Hard to give up a paycheck. Yeah. It's again, I got young kids. I can't just be like, oh, I'm done. If I didn't have kids, I'd be done. I would be done. I'd be able to take that risk. But with health insurance and, kids breaking bones left and right, no. Kevin says, I leave a tip, but the $ is BS. Can't log in. Give somewhere to Zelle. Well, I do a buy coffee thing. Buy me a coffee. That I have that. It's in. I don't know. Actually, where is it? Good question. I haven't really shared it. Give me a second. Getting there. So I can share, copy. There you go. Buy me a coffee. There you go. Buy me a freaking coffee, bruh. Buy me a coffee. All right, there's your link. I don't. Wait, did that even work? Did that work? I don't know. Let me know. I don't know if I clicked the right link. It should work. But yeah, I have that in case people want to support the channel. Obviously, I forget to bring it up, but yeah. Where the hell was I? A lot of comments here. I'm not a rookie here. I've been subscribed for over a year. All right. Good work. I knew I could rely on you, Silverliner. I came from Reddit. All right. Yep. Reddit's a big community, man. The Reddit, unfortunately, is bigger than my channel. And yes, I did create that Reddit. So I am the creator. I'm not as active on there as I should be, but I have a lot of really, really good moderators. But I try not to shield my channel too much on there, just on occasion. Keyword. I know I got to get to it. I got to freaking get to work. So, like I said, if you enjoy this content, hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave in the comments. If you have a video question, type video question. Although we've been live so frequently, you could just ask during the live. So that's kind of getting pointless now. But as always, I said that already. Never mind. Keyword time. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you gotta say the keyword. All right, what's the keyword? Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't, Mono? I don't know what the freaking keyword is. Keyword is buy me a coffee. How about that? How about that? I'll be a greedy bastard. Buy me a coffee. If you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to type in the keyword. And the keyword is buy me a damn coffee. I'm just kidding, obviously. You don't have to buy me a coffee, but that's the keyword, all right? But if you do want to buy me a coffee and you want to support the channel, you want to support retiring on dividends, I'll post the link to the comments, to the top of the comments, and you guys decide what type of coffee you want to buy me, all right? If you want to buy me a 7-Eleven coffee, you cheap asses, fine, that's great. If you want to buy me a Starbucks coffee, oh, thank you very much. But anyway, for real, that's just the keyword. You don't have to buy me coffee. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, if you made it this far in the video and you would like to prove it to myself and others, you have to type in the keyword down below in the comments, buy me a coffee. And you can type in whatever the hell else you want to do as well. All right, I'm out of here. That was the first episode of the Morning Show with Rod. When will the next one be? I don't know. Probably the next holiday. But so stay tuned for episode 2 down the line somewhere. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of run by you guys. So the people that watch it after the live, I would like to have your feedback as well. If this was enjoyable for you, because again, it's not you asking the questions or bringing up the topics. So, all right, I'm going to end it there. I just want to say have a great day, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow.